What's up, people? It's your girl Keep Pressing to Me here. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm dropping an encouraging video that will help you in the area of you pressing towards you accomplishing goals, walking in the fullness of your purpose, and you drawing closer to your relationship with God. Let's get into it.
Keep pressing to me.
So as you guys see in my title, it is Let's Get Back on Track. Yes, this whole quarantine, COVID-19, Corona, the Rona, whatever, however you want to identify this season, it has, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, it has took all of us by surprise, through a loop, took us through some changes. We went, some of us went through more than others, you know what I'm saying? And guys, I can't, neglect like the fact of acknowledging like people have really went through during this season. Like, thank God, I'm very appreciative that I was not one of those people who had to endure a loved one, catching corona and dying from corona, or being tested positive, or even being in lack. Like, again, I can't even understand or feel what other people have really went through, because for me, I can sit here and talk about how I utilized this time for the good. I took time to get myself together as far as my mental state, or spiritual, or my heart, or my purpose, and going closer with my relationship with my family, all that good stuff. But some people have a bad story to tell. Somebody lost a loved one. Somebody has went through, being an essential worker and really witnessed some very tumultuous things. Some people have went through, being laid off, and so much. So the stories are so mixed, between those who are just frustrated because they've been stuck in the house with their family, to other people who had to endure domestic situations, to children saying they had to really endure some stuff because their main source of escape is going to school. They not treated fairly at home, and it's just so many mixed stories. So I dare not just sit here and don't acknowledge them all, because everybody's story is not the same. I just had to put that out there. I guess a PSA to say. But yeah, back on track with the title, being back on track. Yeah, it is time. It's time, people. I get it. Again, like I mentioned before, because that's why I said all that to say, life had transpired for us all in some form of fashion. Things have been put on pause. And I definitely feel like this whole experience has really showed a lot of us who we are for real. Like, when stuff going good, you ain't got no choice but to do right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no choice but to be at church, looking cute because everything is in order. You know what I'm saying? Or I was going to say some whole ignorant. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, like, when the going is good, it's easy for you to have the mental space to say, all right, let's tackle some goals. Let's tackle some tasks that we want to do, or whatever. But when life knocked on your door, how you responded in terms of the things that you've written down or you believed God for this year. I feel like that has had a profound effect on people. Meaning that, yeah, let's go all the way back to December 31st. I don't care where you was at the church house or the trap house or the bar or the club. Don't matter. That's not the point. But I'm for sure that at some form or fashion, as you guys did the countdown from 10 to 1, Happy New Year. You've had a mindset of saying 2020 was going to be my year. 2020 will be the year that I do this, or I accomplish this, or I do that. And a lot of us have had a mindset when this whole COVID-19 hit. A lot of us was really shaking, like, I don't even know no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. This year is hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no more. Start again 2021. And I just want to say, no, let's not let that not be the case. Like, let us still have a mindset of saying that we're still believing God for the miraculous this year. We're still believing that God will still show up and show out on our behalf, and that things will surface, the goals that we have for ourselves in terms of whatever it is. Like, for instance, I use myself, like, my major goal was to move, pay my call. That's the main thing. Like, everything else is secondary, even though I do have a lot of other things in store or on my mind, and I feel like God has revealed some things to me. I'm not saying it's not that important, but as far as for me, that's 1 and 2. So yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, when this whole COVID-19 kind of transpired, I was just like, I ain't even studying this no more. Matter of fact, I ain't really studying nothing no more, like, for real, because I just had so many. Can I be honest? Your girl had went through every emotion. And I feel like I said this before in one of my other videos, but yeah, I just had to reiterate. Your girl was like feeling the blues, honey. Like, 1 minute I'm grateful, next minute I'm pissed off, 1 minute I'm going through the motions, because I don't know about y'all, but like, God been knocking on my door with some real stuff, like stuff I ain't even. That's a whole nother video. I'm like, Lord, why is we talking about this? I thought we was done with this. And God was like, no, I'm not done. Like, we just getting started. Let's talk about this. Let's work on this. Let's fix this. I'm like, God, go. Ugh. But anyway, it is so important that we get back on track to get excited again, to have a hope again in terms of us wanting to have more and do more and become whatever it is that we had our mindset to do and be in the beginning of the year. Yes, life knocked on our door, not just even with COVID, like, still life still goes on. Like, this world is still revolving. So yeah, you've had some unexpected news. Maybe some people had left your life in this time. Some people entered your life during this duration. Some things had transpired. Maybe you had some money set aside for a certain thing and you had to utilize that money for something else, or whatever the case may be. Yes, the plan got derailed. Yes, the plans shifted. Yes, your planning process as far as the steps as to how and when and where you was going to accomplish a certain thing, it has been arranged. I get that. Life happens to us all. But I want to come on here just to talk to you guys, to just clearly say, y'all, let's get back to it. Let's get back to believing again. Let's get back to dreaming again. Let's get back to our list of goals and things that we said that we wanted to be and have in this year. Let's get back to being open to utilize our imagination. Let's be excited to have a hope and operate in faith again. Because I get it. When it's hard to operate in faith. Can I take my Christian hat off? Like, let me just take the mask off. It is hard to operate in faith. It is hard. I didn't get this tatted on me because, I'm stylish. Like, no, I had to get faith tatted on me as a reminder. Girl, you need to operate. You need to have some. Because sometimes I just be like, you know what? I don't even have the faith to even operate in faith. And I know it's not the Christian thing to say, but sometimes it is a struggle because faith requires so much of you. It requires you to trust in God like never before. It requires you to take risks that you've never done before. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone. It requires you to actually believe and hope and imagine and just be infatuated of a thing, and to really operate in just believing in something. And if you have ever had faith in a thing and gotten disappointed in that very thing, example, say for instance, if you've had a faith in God and a belief in God that He was going to, send you a spouse and send you a good man or a good woman, and somebody came along and you thinking like this is it, or you thinking like he the one, she the one, and it doesn't happen the way that you plan, that next go around, you ain't gonna be as ready to jump out of the pool, and just be all willy-nilly and excited. No, you proceeding with some caution. You're a little nervous. You skeptical. You like, God, is you sure? And I think that's where a lot of us are at in terms of getting ourselves right back in it, in whatever it is that we're believing God for. And I hate to say it, like, I don't got no steps or anything like that, but to get back at it. Like, we need to get back in the groove of being consistent. Ouch, me, I have an issue with that. Dealing with our procrastination, dealing with our fears, dealing with our insecurities, dealing with our lack of faith, dealing with our just being complacent, and really begin again. Because starting something, I feel it's a little bit more easier than actually starting again. Because when you start something, like for instance, if you write in the book for the first time, and you're writing a business plan for the first time, you writing the whatever, you starting to feel like, okay, I'm ready to get in a relationship, or I'm ready to go to school for the first time, or start whatever for the first time. Yeah, you nervous. Yeah, you a little scared. You know what I'm saying? You a little, let me see what this is about. But you excited. You all giddy. But it ain't nothing like you starting a thing and getting disappointed. You get that failed class. You get that you encounter a bad breakup. You encounter a denial from the bank, from the loan officer. You encounter being laid off or fired. You encounter presenting something to the public and you don't get the response that you want. You encounter the setbacks. You encounter all of those things. And the very thing that it is that you're desiring and that you got the denial of, God called you to do it. God put this in your heart. That it's a strong desire of yours. That is something that you really want. And it don't happen the way that you had it planned. And you're like, dang, man, what? And you start second guessing God. Like, are you sure? You sure you said this? You start getting mad at God. Like, man, I ain't talking to God today. Like, I thought He said this, And I come to tell you guys, yeah, He still said it. And He's using a fool like me to say, get back on track. Let's start again. Let's get you healed first. Because I don't want you out here bleeding to the public and, looking crazy and you tarnish the gift. So, first and foremost, get healed. Get yourself in order. shake, shake it off. Do what you gotta do. You need to pray, meditate, whatever you need to do. Get a little counseling. Do a little group session. Yeah, we can't see each other face to face, but we can do a Zoom conference. Get yourself in order. Get you some self-help books. Whatever you gotta do. Call your grandma, because there ain't nothing like a prayer of a mama and a grandma. Whatever you got to do, get yourself in order. That's first and foremost. Secondly, start back. Get back to it. God did not create us to be quitters. He did not create us to start a thing and quit. No, he created us to finish a thing. And let us not let us not allow life to take us through so much to the point that we lose sight of imagining, we lose sight of hoping, we lose sight of believing, and we lose sight of believing, actually operating in faith. So let's pick our list back up. The list of things that you believe God for. What month is this? April, May. I don't know when I'm gonna release this, but we still got more months in a year. We still got more days in a year. We still got more minutes, hours, seconds, days, weeks. We still got more time. So let's get back to it. Let's start going back to the drawing board. Maybe a certain thing did not work. Maybe, something, you kind of lost your zhuzh, your fire. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into the groove of really getting back at it. Like, get back at it again. Like, let's go. Like, yeah, you fell. Yeah, you're falling. Yeah, you messed up. A lot of us, instead of praying and getting ourselves together, I.e. included, we've been going to the alphabet store and partaking and watching all types of series on TV, and just got lazy, eating chips and cookies and pies. We ain't been exercising. We ain't been, I ain't saying us all, but some of us are guilty, and I'm just real enough to admit what it's been. Instead of taking the time of reading the Bible, we've been doing everything else but that. Like, instead of taking the time of really working on our goals and our themes, some of us, myself included, has just been totally oblivious to a goal and a dream and a desire, and just been blah. And now it's time for us to get back at it. So yes, let's get back to our dreams. Let's get back to our goals. Let's get back to our purpose. Let's get back to our plans. You got a plan for your life. You got a plan for your family, husband and wives. It's time for you guys to huddle up in that pillow talk. Let's talk to your man. Talk to your old lady about, babe, let's get back on track. We need to get back on track with our finances, our love life, our date night, our spiritual life, whatever. Let's get the kids together. We need to grow as a family. Whatever the case may be, it's time for y'all, us, we, whatever, to get back to our goals and our plans and to our dreams, because I dare not let December the 31st come and I use COVID as an excuse. That is not a good excuse, people. It's time for us to get back into the of just getting back at it again. Not necessarily being so busy and caught up that we lose ourselves and we lose our vision and things of that sort. We're gonna operate a little different, but for us to really believe for more, to have a desire for more and be okay with the more of what we want. Not for us to be in stagnation and being okay with where we're currently at as a people, or as a person, or whatever the case may be, but for us to really have a hope and a dream to give, to operate in something and make some faith moves. Like, I was listening to somebody, I don't know who it was, but he was like, I know it was a guy, but he was basically saying how we make God happy. We get we make God so excited when we operate in faith, when we take a risk and we say, I believe in God so much, I'm going to start on this. And it ain't even got to be nothing major. It ain't got to be extravagant. It ain't got to be something for the world to know. There are things that only me and God and probably 2 other folks in my life know that I have started on something, or I'm believing God for something, or I'm really making some moves in faith in. And the preacher was like, that makes God so happy. That excites him to know that his creation, his child, is believing in him into a certain degree, that we're not only putting our faith into action, but actually doing work, because faith without work is dead. To really say, I believe God so much in the thing that I want to actually start this, or be this, or have this. So yes, let's get back on track. Get your list. If you ain't got your list no more, you probably tore it up. Rewrite your list. Get your stuff in order. Let's get back to the drawing board, people, and let's get to work. We got things to do on the earth. There are people who we are assigned to. Somebody is waiting on your song. Somebody's waiting on your book. Somebody is waiting on your ministry. Somebody is waiting on your whatever. I don't care what it is. I've seen folks selling candy grapes and chicken plates and everything. Like, somebody's waiting on your recipes. Somebody is waiting on your podcast. Somebody is waiting on you to start school. Somebody is waiting. A corporation is needing your ideas. A business is needing your it ain't even gotta be nothing major. Somebody is waiting on your presence. Come on, like, somebody's waiting on you to be the missing link, the missing puzzle, the missing person. Somebody is waiting on you. So let's get it. So let's get back on track and let's get things going. You is waiting on you. There are blessings. You is waiting on you. There are some blessings with your name on it, and God is just waiting on you to open up your mouth and just tell him what it is that you need, what it is that you want. Because we be telling him what we need, but we don't always tell him what we want. We be looking at God to give us our needs, but we be trying to find our way to get our own wants. If you don't want to admit it, I will admit it, because I am one of them. And God is waiting on us to open up our mouth and say, God, this is what I really want. I really want my husband. I really want my wife. I really want them kids. I really want this business. I know the circumstances don't look right. It don't look good. It's a scripture in the Bible. I'm going to put it somewhere in here. So I'm going to paraphrase it for you. It's a story in the Bible. One of the disciples, I believe it was Thomas. And this is around the time, if I'm not mistaken, where Jesus was getting his disciples together, whatever. But Thomas was like, what good comes out of Nazareth? And for those, who did the Christmas plays back in the day, Jesus was born or came from Nazareth. And Jesus had to let him know, like, I'm from Nazareth and I am the Messiah. So yes, something good can come out of this. And if Bible scholars or whatever, Nazareth was kind of like the hood, of Bible times. It's not, all sedity and bougie. It's rough. And I'm saying all this to say is that God can do a thing in your Nazareth state. God can do a thing in your storm. God can do a thing where you're being hidden. God can do a thing when you're going through the divorce and the breakup. God can do not only a thing, but a new thing. Come on. He can do a new thing when you're in your place of confusion. He can do a new thing while you in the strip club. He can do a new thing while you at the trap house, while you at the gambling. He can do a new thing. We need to stop making it seem like God needs you to enter the church. No offense to the church, but God can do a thing wherever you are currently at. I've seen it. I believe it. That's what it is. God can do a thing wherever you are at. He is omnipresent and he is omnipotent. He can do whatever he want to do, when he want to do, how he want to do it, wherever he want to do it at. And I'm saying all this to say, in your situation, God can do the miraculous. He can do a new thing. So don't let your circumstance, I don't care if you in a mansion, Section 8, trap house, Gate City, projects, public housing, whatever. God can do a thing. He can birth a thing. I don't care where you at in your spiritual walk. I don't care where you at in your life. If there is something that God wants to be done, he will, and he want to use you for it. If he can make a donkey speak, what makes you think he can't use you? If he can birth the Messiah through a young teenage mother. Mary was young. Mary was not married yet. What makes you think he can do anything out of you? Stop letting your circumstances bring you down and make you feel like you less than. We all got trouble. We all have fall short, have done something in some form of fashion that is not pleasing of God. But doggone it, if he wants to use you, he will use you. So stop putting yourself in the way. I'm talking to myself. If nobody take this, I'm gonna rewatch this, take notes for myself. Stop blocking yourself from blessings because you feel unworthy. Because the reason why you really ain't doing what you're really doing, because it's either you're fearful, everything has a fruit. You are procrastinating not just because you're lazy, but you got some doubt. Let's be real. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. You got some doubt. You doubting yourself because you are feeling inadequate of the call. And I have realized if you got some is it a word? Inadequacy? I don't know. But if you feeling a little uneasy about something, but you know for a fact it's something in you, then you know it ain't you. You know it's the Lord. I don't care what it is. Dropping a mixtape, whatever. You feeling some type of way and you like, man, I just don't know. And it ain't no guilty feeling. It's like, dang, I just don't know if I'm even qualified. That's the Lord. So let's make it shape, people. Let's get back on track. Let's get back into the groove of believing, being hopeful, being happy, having some joy, starting to hope again, and just really be honest with our desires and be honest with our prayers. There are certain things in your life that you just don't want to be in, and it's time to be honest with yourself and just say, you know what, I want more. And you can have it. So yeah, let's get back on track, people, with our things, with our goals, with our purpose, with our desires, and most importantly, with our faith. So yeah, comment below. I want to know what are some things that you have kind of fallen off on. Maybe some habits that you had picked back up. You've been in quarantine and that blunt been calling your name and you falling. Sis, homie, cuz you are right. Get back on track. Maybe you had a mindset of saying, hey, in the beginning of the year, I'm going to be celibate. I don't want nothing. You're falling. It's all right, sis. It's all right, bro. Let's get back on track. Maybe it's something as far as you exercising on the regular. You lost track on that. You ain't been dieting. You started, certain dreams and goals and aspirations. You just kind of had a little doubt, and life just made you just give up. Let's get back on track. It is possible. Don't you wallow in the failure. Don't you wallow in that situation. Let's get back to it. So yeah, let's get back on track, people. It's all right. It's okay. Dust yourself off. Let's get back to it. And that's all I got. So yeah, comment below. I want to know what are some things that you kind of falling off of, and you had to just dust yourself back off and get back on track on. There's no judgment. I am far out to people all the time, bro. I can't judge not a nothing because I'm right in the trenches with you. So yeah, comment below. Also, if there's some comments like other topics that you want me to talk about in the area of purpose, goals, God, and even just life situations, let me know. I'm more than happy to have the conversation and just help, because that's what it's about. You help me, I help you, we help each other get ourselves through. So yeah, follow me on Instagram and keep pressing to me. And yeah, that's it. So